Tonight, let us wander through cobbled streets, past a still canal, to a town in the Low Countries, sometime around the year 1650. The air is cool and damp. The world is quiet, but for one man, the day is already well underway. Come with me now and follow the slow, warm rhythm of a Dutch baker's day. This is not a story of kings or conquest, but a flower of fire, of patience, a quiet life lived by rising bread and glowing embers. Let us begin before the sun has risen. It is still dark outside. The town sleeps beneath thick fog rolling in from the sea. But in a small stone building near the edge of the canal, a faint orange glow begins to flicker. Inside, the baker is already awake. He rises at 3 o'clock every morning. The fire must be fed. The oven must be warmed slowly, brick by brick. The bakery smells of last night's coals and a hint of yeast still in the air. His hands are worn, strong, dusted with flour before the rooster even stirs. No alarm clock, just instinct, habit, a life shaped by dough and time. The first step is always the same. Water, drawn from a nearby well. Salt from the flatlands near the coast. Flour, ground from last season's wheat at the town mill. He checks the sacks of flour with care. He feels it between his fingers. It must be dry, light, no dampness. He sets a wooden bowl on the workbench. He mixes by hand, no machine, just the slow rhythm of kneading. Push, fold, rest. Push, fold, rest. The dough is quiet, but alive. It breathes and waits. The oven is the baker's heart, a dome made of stone and brick. Inside, he burns alder wood, slow and even. He watches the flame carefully. Too hot, and the bread will burn. Too cold, and it will never rise. He waits, and then he sweeps the embers aside. The hot stone holds the heat. There is no thermometer, only experience. He places his hand near the door, feels the warmth, just right. Now it is time to bake. The loaves are round, heavy, scored with a careful hand. He places them deep into the oven, one by one, using a long wooden paddle, polished from years of use. As they bake, the crust begins to brown. The scent slowly rises. A warm, nutty smell fills the air. Outside, the sky begins to change. A pale blue peaks behind the rooftops. The town will soon awaken, drawn from sleep by the smell of fresh bread. By 6 in the morning, the first customers begin to arrive. A milkmaid with her pail, a fisherman's wife, a shoemaker's apprentice, carrying coins tied in cloth. They greet the baker with a nod. Words are few. Everyone is still waking up. He wraps their bread in linen, takes a few coins, and continues baking. There is no rush, only rhythm. Each loaf tells the time. By midday, the oven cools. The day's work is nearly done. The baker wipes his brow, sits near the back door where the canal breeze drifts in. He eats a crust of bread with cheese and pickled onions, drinks water from a clay jug. His body is tired, but it is a good tired. Across the canal, children laugh. A bell rings in the distance. The city moves on. As the sun lowers, the bakery grows quiet. The workbench is cleaned. The oven cools completely. The sacks of flour are sealed. Tomorrow, it begins again. But for now, he rests. He sits by the small window, watching the moon reflect on the canal. The smell of fresh bread still lingers. Another quiet day, lived in flour and fire, is done. Thank you for walking beside me through the life of a 17th century Dutch baker. A life without hurry, a life of simple rhythms, of warm bread and quiet mornings. May your own night be restful, and your dreams as soft as rising dough. Good night.